Okay, so we hear it all the time, right? AI is going to make us faster or more productive, but what's the point of going 100 miles an hour if you're pointed in the completely wrong direction? Today, we're going to hit the brakes on just speed for speed's sake and really focus on strategy. We're going to build an AI-powered roadmap to make sure your career has both momentum and meaning. So let's just start with a quick gut check. Does your career kind of feel like a treadmill that's just stuck on sprint mode? You know, you're moving, you're sweating, you're working hard, but the scenery, it never, ever changes. This feeling of frantic stagnation, it's a real thing, and it's time we figured out the cure. And hey, if you're feeling this way, trust me, you are not alone. So many of us have mastered the art of just being busy. But in a world that's changing at the speed of AI, mistaking all that motion for actual progress, well, that can be a huge mistake. It's time to grab the steering wheel. Now, this isn't just some vague feeling, is it? It's more like a full-blown crisis of confidence. Let's call it mid-career anxiety. It's that cold sweat feeling you get when you realize the map you've been following for years is now totally outdated, and suddenly you feel like you're lost in the woods. So, let's talk about what's lurking in those woods. You know, what's really wild is how these pressures don't just add up. It feels like they multiply. Your job title, it's a moving target. The skills you have, they feel like they have a shorter shelf life than a carton of milk. And that corporate ladder you've been so carefully climbing, well, it feels like it's been replaced by a sheer cliff face with no safety net. It's no wonder so many of us are feeling anxious. And this is that moment where the ground just kind of gives way beneath your feet. That old deal, put in the hours, you get the rewards. It feels broken. And when you look around and see other people who seem to be navigating this new world so effortlessly, it is so easy to feel like you're being left behind. And that's not just unsettling, it can be downright terrifying. So when you're in that state of anxiety, it is so natural to just react. But a lot of the time, we react in ways that only make things worse. We fall into these really common traps that are born out of what you could call career panic. So let's take a look at what those look like so we can all learn how to avoid them. Does any of this look familiar? Chasing after every shiny new AI tool like a magpie, collecting online course certificates like they're Pokemon cards. Look, this isn't a strategy, it's a panic attack, plain and simple. You're not building a career here, you're just adding more chrome to a ship that's sinking because it has no rudder. And this is really the choice that's right in front of you. Over on the left, you've got this tornado of reactive chaos. And on the right, you have a compass for strategic navigation. See, the path to a future-proof career isn't about collecting a bunch of random skills. It's about amplifying your unique strengths, using the power of AI to do it. So let's build that strategic alternative together, right now. This isn't about finding some magic tool that's going to solve everything. It's about adopting an AI-powered roadmap mindset. Think of it as a framework for taking back control and charting a course that is uniquely 100% yours. Okay, here it is. This is your 4-step plan to take back control. First, plant your flag. What are you undeniably good at? What are your core strengths? Second, find your magic. Where does your human intuition, your judgment make all the difference? Third, add the rocket fuel. Use AI to amplify that magic, not to replace it. And fourth, you got to be ruthless. Every new skill you decide to learn should be a stepping stone to your desired future. And the secret weapon in all of this is something called skill stacking. So think of it like this. Your core expertise, that's the foundation of your house. Skill stacking is adding a state-of-the-art kitchen, a home gym, and a solar-powered roof. You're not rebuilding the whole house, you're just making it way more valuable and way more resilient. For example, let's say you're a marketing pro and your core strength is brand strategy. You don't just throw that away, you stack on top of it. You learn an AI tool for deep customer data analysis. You master prompting for AI-generated ad concepts. Maybe you learn some basic video editing. Suddenly, you're not just a strategist. You are a strategic powerhouse. That is resilience. And that's the difference right there. It's the difference between having a career that's made of glass and one that's made of bamboo. You know, a single shock can shatter the glass. But bamboo, it bends, it flexes, it adapts to the wind. In the hurricane of technological change we're in, you want to be the bamboo. All right, so let's see how this all comes together. Adopting this roadmap isn't just a practical strategy, it's an emotional one too. It's really how you move from that state of paralyzing fear to one of clear-eyed focus and genuine control. This is the simple but really profound truth at the heart of all this. Fear is like a fog, right? It just thrives in uncertainty. A clear direction is like the sun that burns that fog away. And look, it's not about having all the answers to every possible future. It's about having a compass that points you toward a future that you have consciously chosen for yourself. That clarity, that's real power. And this is the payoff. This is what it all leads to. A career where every choice you make is a conscious step toward a bigger goal. Where learning isn't just a chore, but a deliberate investment in your future self. Where confidence isn't some fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated belief in your own abilities that you've built through real progress. And maybe best of all, a place where your work stops feeling just like a job and starts feeling like a calling again. Now, having a roadmap is absolutely essential. That direction is what sets your path. But, a map is pretty useless if you don't actually start walking. The strategy we've talked about today, it only comes to life through the small, consistent actions and habits that you build into your daily work. That's how you actually move forward. So, the map is in your hands now. You know the way. The only question that's left is this: what's your first step? And it doesn't have to be some giant leap. It can be a single, small, deliberate move in the right direction. So I'm asking you, what are you going to do tomorrow to start your journey from fear to focus? The future is waiting.